Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. Now, the content that I'm going to show you tonight is something to be celebrated, but also be questioned. For example, why are you coming out with pro-gun legislation, strong pro-gun legislation now, when you don't have the power to make it become law, but you didn't do it when you did? And that is a brutal question that we must ask every single Republican, but this is a good example of such. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one. And if you are new or you're a returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and making sure you turn the notification bell on. We need as many people as we can to get into the fold to help pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. And thank you so much in advance for your consideration. But my brothers and sisters, a bill has been introduced by a Texas congressman which is going to require the ATF to completely dismantle their backdoor gun registry, which is a great thing. However, I ask again, why now? Why not then? Let me show you what it's about, and then I'm going to hit on why this is so important, because why it may not become law now. This is a crucial step in the process. Let's get it, and then I want to hear you guys on what you think of this concept. Texas congressman introduces anti-gun registry bill as ATF cracks down on gun stores. More than 60 House Republicans sign on to a bill requiring the ATF to destroy gun purchase records. Now, the backstory here is every time a gun store closes, the ATF made it basically a requirement that all gun purchases and all paper records go to the ATF. That's where you have the whole question of, is it digitized? Is it searchable? Is it a database? Is it in violation of federal law? That's where that whole thing comes from. That's also where they have the billion records of gun owners across the nation. That's the whole point of contention. But as we go through this bill aims to dismantle that. Again, keep in mind, the question is, why now? Why not when you had the power to make this law? Because everyone knows watching this video that Biden's not going to sign this into law, but there's something bigger here. Hang with me and let me know what you guys think. So, here's the actual bill in itself. Republican Texas Representative Michael Cloud reintroduced a bill to require the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives to destroy gun purchase records they have in their database as the agency cracks down on gun stores. Now, keep in mind, a federal database of gun owners is federally illegal. Cloud introduced the No Retaining Every Gun in a System That Restricts Your Rights Act on Wednesday, which would require the ATF to destroy all the purchase records they have in the database, which is a silly name, but it's effective, it's brutal. The bill would also require closing gun stores to destroy their purchase records, preventing their records from going to the ATF. Now, this is a good move. This is not a bad move at all. I am fully in support of that bill. However, the question obviously becomes, if this is not going to get through the Senate, it might not get through a Republican House, it might, but Biden's 100% going to veto anything that comes like this that way. What's the point? Here's the point. As the Republicans go through and they put these bills in, and they might look like chest-pounding bills that are meant to say, look at my bona fides to support the Second Amendment. Look how great of a Republican I am. However, when they have the actual power to do so, like they did under Trump's first Congress, where they had the House, the Senate, and the White House, these things didn't seem to show up. So the question becomes, are you just doing this for self-aggrandizement, something to beat your chest for the media? Or are you doing this because you will reintroduce it again when you have the power to do so? Because power in this country is like a pendulum, it swings pretty quickly. That's the thing of importance here. They introduce these things now, it's up to us to hold them to account. You introduced this when you didn't have a chance of making it become law. Now that you have the power, why are you not reintroducing it? That is a brutal question which will make Republicans squirm, because now we have them on record the same way we do the Democrats. Let's keep going. That is the importance here, because I know a lot of you are saying this isn't going to become law. What's the point? Quote, "The Second Amendment is clear. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed," Klaus said in a press release obtained by Fox News Digital. He's saying the right things. Here's some more right things. Quote, "The federal government does not have the right to subject its law-abiding citizen firearm owners to excessive scrutiny," Cloud continued. "My bill would dismantle ATS record keeping, restore privacy for American gun owners, and reverse the groundwork laid for the creation of a federal firearm registry." He's dead on. He is saying all the right things, but the question again becomes, why does this not occur when you have all the power to make it law? It seems that these things pop up like daisies in springtime when you don't have the power, and you know it's not going to go somewhere. I'm not assigning intention, but it is an interesting coincidence because we've seen the Democrats do it consistently over the past 2 to 3 years together. But I got one more thing for you, and then we're going to hit it because this is who's backing this. This is pretty well backed. Additionally, Cloud's bill is backed by GOA, the National Rifle Association, and the Firearms Regulatory Accountability Coalition, or FRAC. With a Republican-controlled House, the bill would make it to the floor for a full vote. Getting through the Senate will be harder, though. Well, let's just call it what it is. It's not going to get through the Senate, and it's also not going to get through the presidential veto. We know that's not going to happen. Again, the point of this video is not to celebrate a bill that's not going to go anywhere. The point of this video is to show you that people are introducing things that are pro-gun legislation in Congress. However, I want you on record. I want to have something in a video that says, you did this on this day when you had no chance of it becoming law. What will you do now that you have all the power to make it become law? And that is the power. It's not just going against Democrats, it's also holding Republicans accountable. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.